Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to COTA, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix. It's the Circuit of the Americas then, situated 14 miles outside of the great city of Austin. This is a 3.6-mile lap with 20 corners, 10 to the left and 10 to the right, and top speeds of around 200 miles per hour. Overtaking opportunities are available into turns 1 and 12, especially with that rear wing DRS wide open. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Chapman lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Stroll, Perez, Sainz, Albon, Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas, Ocon, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Hülkenberg and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsports, Naomi Schiff. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yes, for sure. It is never nice to be on the receiving end of that teammate battle, to be the one not winning. But for the driver who is on the upper hand, it's a real confidence boost because, as you know, the first job in Formula One is to beat your teammate. It is a team sport, but at the end of the day, that's the only driver on the grid that's got equal equipment to you. So it's the best indication of how you're doing. So for them, it's going to be a real confidence boost.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, DRS is now available. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
What a spectacular victory, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today.
Such an important victory at this stage of the season. Any points you can achieve to go towards the table is really going to mean a lot to the team. So well done as they prepare for the end of the season.
Sauber in the #1 spot on the podium today. What a thrilling race, and what an excellent result for this team, who've never stopped fighting for that top step. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.